Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Lucky Asemuta. Please, today we are going to be designing a birthday flyer. This is what we are going to be designing today. It's a birthday flyer, okay? And please, if this is your first time of visiting this channel, kindly do me a favor by subscribing to this channel, and please turn on the notification bell. Thank you so much. So with that being said, let's continue. We are going to create a new file, and the size is going to be 7.819 by 9.472 inches. Okay, inches. This is the size I always use for my birthday flyer most time. I also use it for a movie poster, these measurements. Okay, so we are going to rename it. We are going to name it birthday flyer, and the name is Angela. Okay, and make sure you keep the resolution always 300. Okay, 300. Okay, please, at the end of this video I will be leaving all the materials, all the files I use in this tutorial. I will leave it in the description. I will leave the link there so that you can have access to it in case you need it. All right, so first of all, this background I use, I got it from Pinterest. Okay, this very one, this very one here, and I use two background. Okay, I will also leave this one in the description so that you can have access to it. The first thing I did here is to liquefy this background. Okay, I will show you by clicking. You are going to click this filter here. You click filter and go to liquefy. Okay, we are going to manipulate this background to our taste. Okay, this is it. Make sure it's not too much. Okay, that was too much right there. Okay, leave it this way, then we click OK. Yes, and the next thing I did was to add noise. And you are going to get the noise. Click this filter and go to noise, add noise. Okay, I use 25% amount. Make sure you click this uniform. Okay, not this one here. I'm going to use this uniform. Okay, maybe we will increase the amount. No, this one is too much. Okay, let's check 45 or Okay, let's make it 40. Okay, all right. So we are going to rename, we are going to group this this layer. So after grouping it, we rename it background pg. The reason why we are doing this is so that whenever you want to work on any layer, you can easily locate it. Okay, it's very important that you make your layers neat. Okay, it's important. And the next thing we are going to do, we are going to take the other background here, this main background, this very one. Okay, this is the main. Let me off this one first. Let me disable it. Okay, now what I did there is that I used shortcut. First of all, I pasted it by using shortcut Ctrl V to paste. Okay, and the next thing I did is to I use shortcut Ctrl T to enlarge it. Ctrl T is the shortcut. Okay, okay, and this very layer here, this very layer, the first one, we are going to overlay it. Okay, and we are going to use a linear dodge. Let's use linear dodge. Okay, no, linear dodge, it's like multiply or soft light. Like we use I use something multiply. Okay, let me, okay, it's multiply. Okay, so let me close this one here. Okay, we are going to use multiply. Make sure you click, leave it at multiply. Okay, and click save. Please, whenever you are working on any design, make sure you always save your job. Okay, it's very important, so that you will not cry at that note, because you can't tell, the system can automatically shut down. Okay, so make sure you always save your work, is very important. Okay, the next thing we are going to do is to bring our model. So because of time, the one I used before, I already edited it. You know, this is the one I used before. It's now a PNG without background. Okay, so I will also leave the link in the description, so that you can download it and make use of it. You also follow this tutorial. Okay, please, the first one we are going to work on, because I use two different picture. Okay, but it's the same person. The first one we are going to work on is this very one. We are going to enlarge it by pressing Ctrl T. Okay, please just make sure you follow up. Okay, and if there's anything you don't understand, just drop, you can easily drop your comments at the comment section. Okay, is there, we are going to make this one a little bit more bigger, and the next one, this one will be at the top. Okay, we'll leave this one here. Okay, and the next thing I did, and please, let's first of all let's rename this, let's group it, this picture, okay, and rename it image, so that maybe whenever we are going to make any changes, we can easily locate it. All right, so the next thing we are going to do here, maybe I will still increase this very one a little bit. Okay, let me quickly check something. Okay, all right. So this picture, I already work on it. I edited this. Okay, so I'm going to make use of this one because of time. I just want this tutorial to be, I don't want it to be too long. Okay, all right, the next thing we are going to do now is to add text. This text here, this text, celebrating God's faithfulness. Okay, we are going to add that text. Let's reduce the size first. Celebrating okay. Celebrating God's faithfulness. Faithfulness. Okay. Please, you can add your own text. Okay, you can use anything, any text of your choice. Okay, and there's a font I use here. Okay, and that font is called Avija. This very one. Okay, yes. Okay, there's something I did here. So this main background, I'm going to blur it. Okay, by coming to this place, filter, come to filter and go to blur and Gaussian blur. Okay, let's make it 15. Okay, 15 is okay, or we should reduce it. 15, let's check 12. I think 12 is okay. I don't want it to be okay. Let's make it 10 is okay. Okay, now it's like this very layer here, this one, we are going to reduce it a little bit. We are going to reduce it. Okay, let's reduce it, reduce the opacity to to 70. Okay, let me check something here. Yes, I can still remember I reduced the opacity to 50%. Okay, let's reduce the opacity to 50%. Okay, all right, so let's try and reduce this image. Okay, let's reduce it a little bit. Okay, all right, so the next thing we are going to do here is to add gradient. This gradient right here. Okay, and first of all, I added this gradient map. Okay, and I changed the color to be black. Okay, let me try and make it red first. Okay, this color, let me make use of this color first. Okay, all right, now we are going to brush it. Okay, okay, wait, let me check something. There's something I did here. Okay, okay. So I didn't make use of this gradient map. So I remember I later deleted it. Okay, so we are going to make use of this particular one. This one is called gradient. Okay, and the color we are going to use is, I remember I pick a color from the background. Just color that will match up with the background. Okay, something like, okay, let's make use of this color. Okay, look at the color code here. If you want to make use of the color code, make sure you type it. Okay, and copy it. We are still going to use the same color here. You click here, we are still going to make use of the same color here, and just paste by pressing Ctrl V. You paste that color by what? By pressing Ctrl V and click OK. So let's change this method. Let's check perceptual or linear, no, classic. Let's make use of this classic. Okay, classics. Okay, let's make use of that. And the next thing we are going to do, we are going to brush it. Okay, you can see that the face is covered by this gradient, so we are going to brush it by clicking on this mask. After you click on the mask, take your brush tool here, come to this place, or you can easily press B in your keyboard. The shortcut of brush tool is B. You can easily press B on your keyboard. Okay, now make sure your foreground color is black. Okay, and reduce the flow. Let's leave it at 38. Okay, and we are going to brush. First of all, reduce the brush. We are going to brush the face. Okay, let's brush the face. Just going to brush this area. And the next thing you are going to do, increase it to 100%, the flow, increase it to 100% and reduce the brush. Okay, so that we can brush the face very well. Okay, now you can decrease it. Let's go to 38%. And we are going to brush the hand. Okay, let's still reduce it. Oh. Okay, I think the next thing we are going to do now is to add the text. Or first of all, let's add this light here. There's a light I added here. This one here. Don't worry, all this file, I'm going to leave the link in the description of this video so that you can download it. Is it okay? Here's the light I make use of. Let's enlarge it. And the next thing we are going to do is to flip it. We are going to flip it horizontal. Okay, just click here and flip it, and you bring it to this place. First of all, we are going to take it to the background. We'll leave it here. We are going to adjust it. Make adjustment. Okay, let's leave it here. Okay, and we are going to overlay it. Okay, let's go to, I can't remember, I think, okay, linear light. I think it's linear dodge. This very one here. Or should we make use of screen? I think screen is also okay. You can choose anyone that works for you. Okay, but for me, maybe is either I choose this linear dodge or screen. Maybe I'm going to make use of screen. Okay, all right. And there's something I'm seeing here. This place, I'm going to brush it so that it can blend with the background. And the way I'm going to do it is that I will add mask to this one here, then take my brush tool and blend it. Okay, all right. And we are going to copy this same light. we are going to duplicate it by pressing Ctrl D. That's the shortcut. Okay, Ctrl D, or you can easily right click here and go to duplicate layer and press OK. So the next thing we are going to do is to press Ctrl T and right click. We are going to flip it horizontal. Press this very one here, horizontal, because we are taking it to this side. And the next thing we are going to do is to adjust it, reduce it. We are going to reduce it, okay, and take it here. Because it's the same thing that I did here, as you can see. Let me adjust this image a little bit, okay. Okay, it's okay here. So this one here, this light, I'm going to change it, because the reason why is that the color here is different from the color that is here. Okay, I'm going to change the blend mode. Okay, maybe I'm still going to let me use this linear dodge. Okay, linear dodge, or I should leave it in stream. Okay, so I'm going to brush it, because you can see that there's still need for us to blend it here. Okay, you click this mask and take your brush to reduce it, reduce the side and blend. Okay, that one is settled. Please make sure you always save your job. Anytime you are working, make sure you always save, and the shortcut to save is Ctrl S. Just press Ctrl S and it will save. So the next thing we are going to do here is to add text. Okay, this text, this very text here, Angela. There's a way I got that text. First of all, let's type the name, Angela. Increase the size. Okay, please, you can feel free to use any font of your choice. Okay, but there's a particular font I use here, and that font is called, this is the font. It's called CRO 160 Final Frontier Regular. Okay, in case maybe you also need it, you want to make use of it, you can search it online and download it and install it. Okay, so I make use of text style. This very one here, there's a particular one I use. Okay, I just pray I get it on time. This no, it's not this one. Okay, this very one here. No, it's not this one. It's not this one. I'm trying to locate that style now. Okay, you know, I will take it from here. Okay, I'll make sure I take it from here. I will copy it. Don't worry, I will add it to the file. I'm going to leave the link in the description, okay, so that you can install it and make use of it. I'm just trying to rush this tutorial so that it will not take much time. Okay, next thing I will do is to paste it. Okay, and there's another thing I did here. I add this light here. I added this light. Okay, I'm going to pick one from here and add it. First of all, let's try and work on this gradient. That color there, I'm not okay with that color. Okay, let me try. Oh, we should leave it that way. Okay, so this light here, I'm going to arrange it. I will duplicate it by pressing Ctrl J. Okay, remember I said earlier that when you want to duplicate it, you press Ctrl D. No, I made a mistake. The shortcut to duplicate any layer, the shortcut is Ctrl J or Command J. Okay, sorry about that. And I'm going to flip it. You right click and click on flip horizontal. Okay, this one is set. Okay, and the next thing I'm going to do is to group these lights together by pressing Ctrl G, and I'm going to name it light so that I can easily have access to it. Okay, light, and I'm going to duplicate it. The reason why I'm going to duplicate is because we also have another A here, so there's no need for me to to start from scratch. Okay, I'm going to duplicate it, press Ctrl T and take it to this place. Okay, I'm going to adjust it now. Yes. All right, the next thing we are going to do, I'm going to duplicate this very one here by pressing Ctrl J and Ctrl T. I'm going to take it here and adjust it, adjust it, adjust it, and Ctrl J again and take it to the top. Please make sure you follow me gradually. If there's anything you don't understand, just ask question. Okay. All right, now the next thing we are going to do is to add the happy birthday, and after that one we add the date. Okay, let's take our text to type happy birthday, and the font we are going to use, there's a particular font I always use, I normally use. This is the font. Sorry about that. Let me type it again. Happy birthday. So we are going to increase the font. Okay, this one is okay. We leave it here, and the color, there's a color we are going to use is of this color here. Please try and check the color code so that you can easily copy it. Okay, and the next thing I did here was to add my where is this text? So the next thing I did was to add my social media handle, this very one here. So add it here, and I also change the text, sorry, the color of the text. Okay, and now we are going to add the date, this date here, this date. So before we add the date, there's something I added in the background. This thing you can see here, this star you can see here. So let me quickly add it so that I will not forget. Here are my PNG files. Okay, here's it. Don't worry, I will make all these files, all these resources available. Just make sure you check the description there I will leave a link in the description so that you can easily download it. Okay, please make sure you subscribe to this channel, please, I'm begging you. Okay, and you can also share the videos. You can also help me to share the videos. Okay, all right. And the next thing I did here, let me turn off this image first. The next thing I did was to overlay it. I think it was, yes, multiply. I'm going to use this multiply here, and we are going to blur it. We come to this place, filter, go to blur, and Gaussian blur. All right, it's okay like this. Please, I feel there's a need for us to still add noise to this layer here, this one. We are going to add noise to it. Okay, let's increase it. Okay, blaze. Okay, like this now. Okay, all right, let's turn on the image. Yes, so let's add the date. We are going to add the date now. This date here, maybe I will still increase. Let me increase this one here. Okay, all right, let's leave it that way. Okay, it's okay this way. And the next thing we are going to do, let's add the date. Let's take our tool called ellipse tool. We are going to create a circle by holding down shift button. Okay, all right, now let's duplicate the layer by pressing Ctrl J. Now this one here, this first one, let's increase it by pressing Ctrl T. We are going to increase it to this size. Okay, let's change the color of the first layer, the first one. I'm going to use this gradient color, here, this very one. Okay, you are free to use any color of your choice, or maybe I can use this very one. Yes, this red is okay. And I'm still going to increase this white one here. Let's increase it. Okay, and the next thing we are going to do, first of all, let's group the layer and rename it date. and press Ctrl S. Make sure you always save. So this white one here, we are going to rasterize it. First of all, we are going to rasterize the layer. The reason we are going to rasterize it first is so that we can work on it. Okay, if maybe, let's say for example, we want to cut it this way. If you didn't rasterize it first, there's no way you can be able to cut it this way. So there's a need for us to rasterize the layer first. Okay, now we are going to cut this very one from the middle. Okay, I'm going to cut it. Come to this place, you cut it. Okay, we are going to hide that layer. We don't need it. We can also delete it. Okay, you can delete it if you like. And this one here, let's increase it a little bit. Let's increase it. Okay, or you can use any design of your choice in this place. Okay, you can use any design of your choice. So for the sake of this tutorial, we are going to leave it the way I did it here. Okay, let's leave it circle. I'm going to press Ctrl Z. Okay, let's reduce the size. And the date we are going to add is on the 30th. Is it 30th or 25th? 30th. Okay, 30th July. Let's take our text tool. Just type 30th July. Okay, and we are going to change the font. And let's increase the font. Okay, we'll add it here. Still going to increase the font. It's okay this way. Okay, all right, so I believe that's it. Maybe there's something we are still going to add. This very one here, this one you can easily get it. On Pinterest. Just type it. Let's add this one here. Okay, so we are almost done with the design. We are almost done. So the next thing we are going to do here now is we are on the final stage now. Okay, let me add this dust effect. There's this dust effect I added here. If you have been watching my tutorial, you will find out that all these files, I always add them to my video so that you can have access to them. Okay, it's a texture. It's called dust texture. You can search it on on Pinterest or even Google it. So when you add it, to make sure you leave it at the top of the layer and change the blending mode to linear dodge add, okay, and reduce the opacity to 40 or 42. Okay, so the next thing we are going to do here now, there's something I want to teach you here. Please make sure you pay attention. Okay, there's something I want to teach you here. First of all, let me reduce I think there's a need for me to reduce this date. Okay, let's reduce it a little bit. No, it's okay. Let's leave it here. Okay, so as you can see now, okay, let me add this light effect, this light effect here. Okay, I'm going to take it from here. Later I will teach you how I got it. Okay, you see this light effect. The way I got it is that the first thing you are going to do is to come down to this place, create a new layer, okay, and take your brush tool, increase it to this size, and make sure you always check your flow and leave it at 100%. And you come to this place, you see where it is rating hardness, make sure you leave it at 0. Okay, at 0. Now you are going to choose your color, the color you are going to use. Remember the color I used there, I think is, I can't even remember, maybe purple, something like that. Okay, all right, let me make use of this color, this very one here. Okay, and click. Do you see it now? So we are going to change the blending mode. Okay, the blending mode, we are going to change it to screen. Is either lighting or screen. Okay, the one that you can choose. Okay, but for the sake of this tutorial, I'm going to make use of this one called screen. Okay, and the next thing I did here was to reduce the opacity. Okay, I reduce the opacity. I reduce it. Okay, if maybe you want to change the color, as you can see now, it's like the color I choose is not match with the background. The next thing you can do is to you can press Ctrl U, okay, to change the color. Just make sure you pay attention. Okay, I'm going to change the color now. You see, I can easily change the color by dragging this bar here. Okay, you can change it to the color of your choice. So the reason why I'm doing this is so that I want that layer to match with the background. Okay, as you can see now, this one is off, this color is off. Okay, I'm going to choose the color that will match the background. Okay, this one, I think I'm okay with this very one now. Okay, maybe there's a need for us to still reduce the opacity. Okay, can leave it, let's say 60%. 60% is okay. And let's increase the size. Increase the size. Okay. And we are going to position it here. We are going to position it here. Okay. Oh, no, 60 is okay. So, 60. All right. As you can see, when there's something I said earlier that I'm going to teach you. We are done with the design. Okay, you know, many people always ask me this question, that how am I, as in, there's a way I always design my flyer that even though I uploaded it on any social media platform, I can still retain the quality. Okay, so many people always ask me this question, that how am I doing it. Okay, and that's what I'm going to show you now. As you can see, the design is ready, 100%. It's ready. Okay, there's something we are going to do. Okay, you are going to press alternate shift control E. Okay, make sure you press it, alternate shift control E. As you can see, this layer here, we are going to rename, sorry, we are going to work on this layer so that the quality will be what will be very sharp, so that whenever we upload it online, we can still retain the quality. Okay, so the way we are going to achieve it is, come to this place, filter, and go to camera raw. Sorry about that. Filter and come to this camera raw. Okay, please, it's like there's a need for me to still reduce this light. Okay, okay, 50% is okay. All right, alternate shift E. Now we'll go to camera raw. Please make sure you pay attention. Okay, you come to this place, light. The only thing we are going to touch here is the contrast. We are going to increase the contrast. Maybe it is okay. We are going to leave it at 8. Now let's check. No, 10 is okay. 10. That's the only thing we are going to touch there, the contrast. Okay, and we go to color, and the next one we are going to touch here is this vibrance. Okay, vibrance, let's touch it a little bit. Let's leave it at 5. Is it 5 or 4? Is okay. And we go to the next one, which is called the effect. And we increase the texture. We're going to increase the texture 18. Let's leave it at 15. 50% is okay, or is that too much? Okay, 10 is okay. And we are still going to increase this clarity here. Don't worry, after the end of this video you will see the difference. Okay, this clarity, let's leave it at 10. 10 is okay. And we come here, details. The only thing we are going to touch here is this one called sharpening. We are going to increase it so that it will be more sharp. Maybe 20 is okay. Let's leave it this way. Okay, so whenever you work on any design, this is how you can make the quality to be more okay and sharp, so that whenever you upload it online or anywhere, you will still retain the quality. Okay, so this is how you do it, by making adjustment to this layer here and all this color. Okay, by working on it. All right, we can see the difference now. Okay, let's see the difference by turning off this layer here. You see, so all right, this is the end of this tutorial. Thank you so much for staying to this moment. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you. Please kindly do me a favor by subscribing to this channel. Okay, and please make sure you help me to share the video. Thank you so much. All right, see you